Hello and welcome, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue number 6 of the Build Your Own X-Wing from Deagostini. It's getting there now. This is 6 is interesting and exciting for me. The previous test runs only went up to issue 5. So yeah, this is new, untrodden ground. We've got quite a big part in this one. It's the main sort of cockpit assembly and a little bag of screws. We'll see how they labelled their screws in a moment. Let me put that to one side while I have a look at the magazine. As ever on these videos, I like to have a flick through and see what they've got. We've got set building part 2, because part 1 was obviously in the last issue. Plan of the Rebel hangar set down there, which is so obviously they planned things out and how they're going to do it before they built, because a lot of this was obviously big built practical sets. There we go. Then we have the Starfighter Aces. We have Anakin Skywalker. And someday I'm going to fly away from this place. He did indeed, yeah. So yeah, some information about that. The Naboo flight helmet. There we go. The Naboo Starfighter, because it all sort of ties together. It's quite nicely done, tied together. This was a very shiny ship, and they wouldn't do a part work about this because it'd be boring. And then on the next page we have the X-Wing pilot instruments. The X-Wing's cockpit is packed with instrument panels that provide the pilot with data about the speed, attitude and direction of the ship, which are vital when it's impossible to fly using external reference points. So yeah, there are lots of panels. These are obviously the panels that we got last time that I think will be fitting this time. And yeah, going on from there. Interestingly, the picture there and the cockpit that they've given us, the canopy, are completely different colours. This is obviously not the right colour, so that will need some painting when things are coming together a little bit more, a little bit closer together. So we'll work on that as time goes by. With the building itself, we're building the cockpit shell. It seems we have 5 screws, XW02. I believe the first batch that we got were labelled XW01. So 02 does indeed make sense. Let's get it out of the packet and see what we're dealing with. That's an empty bag now, so I'll get rid of that. We've got a couple of foot pedals down there, or foot rests, or however it comes together, like a giant bathtub. Let's put the screws out of the way for now. We are using, from last time, the 2 panels which we've got the transparent pieces in for obviously lighting. Take the 2 completed panels and position them next to the cockpit along with 4 of the screws. The other is a spare. So I haven't opened the screw packet yet. I shall do that momentarily. We're fitting the left hand panel over, oh, it goes over there, because that's obviously the hole for the LED to come through. That one goes on there. That one, funnily enough, will go on that side. And we've got 4 screws to put in to hold them in place. So let's open the screws and see just how easy all of this goes together. Even easier if you could, you know, actually open the screws, but let's cut that open. Tip the screws out and then we'll worry about where to store the spare. As with both the Falcon and the R2 build, I ended up with loads and like 100 plus spare screws. So yeah, it's always fun and interesting with part works and having bits left over. Let's see, I have a screwdriver that is suitable. Yep. So what I'm going to do is just put the screw in a little bit. Put the second screw in a little bit. While I'm holding that one down with my other hand, I might as well get the 3rd and the 4th screw in, just to stop me having to hold it around. Check to make sure that it's in the right place, it's the right one, the right way round. They've got to go that way round because they wouldn't fit the other way round. They wouldn't, the shapes would be all wrong. Yes, so that is that one, it does go there. So let's tighten them up. Now we got them, making sure they're located properly. We can tighten all the screws up so they're not going to go anywhere. I don't know if they're going to have separate bulbs or some sort of fibre optic that go through there to hold that together. So that is that. The completed assembly looks like this. It's possible to test fit the canopy from stage 1 and the console base from stage 5, but don't be tempted to install them permanently yet, it says. I don't know where that goes. Is that way? What do you think? That's probably there, isn't it? It's got the right fittings underneath. So yeah, that will go on there. Let's get the cockpit out as well while we're here. Why not? Got to do these things, haven't you? That's going to fit like that. Well, we've got 2 little pegs, or 4 little pegs there that just go into the 4 little pegs there, and 2 there that probably go onto something else that we haven't got yet. So let's pop that into there. Obviously these will require gluing in place, but not until they're the right colour. It seems to be squashed. I might have squashed my canopy at some point without realising. I had it in a bag to keep it protected, but yeah, that's not quite right. I'll have to make sure that's not squashed again, and hopefully it will regain its shape. If not, I'll have to see about reshaping that a little bit with some heat. That's unfortunate. So there we have that. I might just use the cockpit that I had spare from the other test run. I'll figure it out. So that's the cockpit coming away. It is a decent size. That's definitely, you know, you can tell that the whole thing's going to be huge. So yes, that's that. Completed this issue. Next time we have some actual bits. The top starboard wing outer skin, trailing edge detail, 2 power couplings, and a laser cannon brace. I don't know what any of that means, but yeah, we actually start getting a wing, which is obviously not going to attach to anything that we've already done. So yeah, we're going to end up with lots more loose bits. But there we go, that's the way things go. Yes, I'm going to see what I can do about that. That's unfortunate. I didn't notice that it had got squashed, obviously, in storage, because it didn't used to be like that. I'll see if I can find the other one. Yes, I have my spare from the prior test run, which looks to be identical as I compared them when they came in. So yeah, let's see if that fits in there. That's much nicer. Yeah, I'll use that one. That's yeah, a injury. So yeah, there we have the cockpit working properly now and not all bent out of shape. So yeah, there we go. That's that. There's obviously still other parts that I have packed away in bags. We've got, for instance, the base. Let's have a look. Let me move the magazine out of the way. Obviously that's somehow, somewhere going to be attaching together. This looks like that matches into there somewhat. So it's probably going to go in something like that. So yeah, it's nice to figure these things out and test fit and try, but that gives a better idea as to the size and the scale and the weight, apart from anything else, that this is going to be. Move that one out of the way. That's no good anymore. So we have, let's say, the R2. I do still have safely away in a bag the gun with the fibre optic that I still need to do the light blocking on. I haven't figured out the method of that yet. I've got a couple of ideas and a couple of suggestions from other people, but I haven't got there quite yet. But I'll be figuring that out when I do the update and modification video for the R2. I don't think there's anything to really update and modify for today's part, although this will obviously need painting. I'm hoping I don't have to paint the entire X-Wing, because that's going to be a bit harsh. It's got obviously some detail painting on there and everything. I'm going to have to do some weathering and stuff to it, but I think I'm just going to have to repaint that. So yeah, that's the end of this issue and the end of this month, in fact. Stick around, keep an eye out for the modifications video, which should be coming in the next few weeks, and then obviously continuing on, when I receive the next 2 issues, there'll be more videos for that. So thanks for watching, see you soon, stick around, and bye bye.